So I got some plants today I'm gonna put outside our post office and outside our visitor center. The ones at the visitor center are just going in the garden beds, but the ones at the post office are going in these wooden boxes. So I'm going to use this little arts and craft thing I've done before, and usually I've just done it with a milk jug. Let me see if I can set this down where we get a little. Oh, wait a minute. Let me switch. There we go. So you just take a milk jug, and I usually do it right below the handle level so it stays intact. Sometimes that's a little too deep, but it's just a milk jug, so who kind of cares. But you literally just cut it off, reasonably even around there. If you're insanely OCD, I guess you could draw a line around it. But then once you've got that off, you're left with this. And so this is a little big for this, but I'm doing I'm doing different size jugs most of the time. But just put a hole in the top like that, and you fill that with water. You set that down in it. You put dirt right in this part, and between the top and the bottom you run a piece of cotton, and I just stick the cotton up in here, tie a knot, and let it hang down in the water. And basically it's just self-watering. Like I said, that one was a little deep, so a lot of times I'll cut it up here. It kind of compromises the strength of the top part a little bit, but again, who cares? It's a self-watering disposable planter. You can put some plants in it, seedlings and stuff, and they'll last a good long while. Now today I'm doing it with these bigger jugs. These are kitty litter. So what I've done with these is basically what you just saw. I'm just cutting the top off, stick it in like that. This part gets filled with dirt, and let's see if we can do one more pull. So this one's got the bigger lid, so that's what I was saying. I'm usually using a smaller hole on those milk jugs, but just put a hole in that. That's all it takes. And then I've got a nice cotton cloth here, so I will literally just cut myself a strip. I guess I should be getting the scissor cutting in the camera for the action shots. So I'll cut a strip of this. Let's get right down there. So now all I got to do is, I got a little bit of that plastic still on there, but it's not really going to hurt anything. So run that up in there, tie a knot so it won't slip, and I just try and put the knot real close to the end there. And now I've got a wick, except I've got it backwards, dang it. Let's flip that around, and we're going to push this through, pull that on down. Okay, so now I've got a wick. Put that down in there like so. So this bottom piece of the jug is filled with water, and I had the wick right the first time. Let's do that one more time. And if you make that mistake like I did twice, it's really easy to undo the mistake. But anyway, there. So now that just sits down in there like that. So dirt and plants go in here. You fill that reservoir down there with water, and self-watering. So, and where we're putting these flowers, and then I like to push it down in there nice and tight, but where we're putting these is it gets direct sunlight up here in the desert all day long. So without something like this, if we were to forget and not water one day, the flowers would probably die. Now the nice thing about where these are going, there's a wooden box that goes all the way around them, so 3 of these will sit side by side in that wooden box. And with the flowers draping over the side, once they're full of dirt, you won't even notice these things. You'll just see the wooden box with the flowers coming out the top. And that's it.